Number two, Adam,
If
Saleh,
that's
and
the
Slip.
excuse.
I have offered you a very clear choice and said I will come
Look,
to
if you want
you
10 minutes, and I'll be
talk
quiet
to
in those 10 minutes.
talk to Ali Dawa and you
It's,
two.
it,
Profile when he
you're a person who refutes Islam intellectually. That's at least the claim that you make. All I'm doing now, we're people that have much bigger platforms than you. We're giving you a chance, okay, as an unqualified person who, as you are, to actually make a case against Islam.
You have
Look,
made
hold
your
on.
name. You have
Look,
made your
look,
name by
look, please,
attacking.
I
please,
never knew
please,
Don't tell me
please,
about giving people
Relax.
platforms.
please.
Living
We're
rent
giving
free.
you a chance. Look, I'm gonna say this
You have
straightforward.
made your
For
name
all
by
the
attacking
toxicities and
people. Don't talk
hostilities to this,
about. Don't
Listen,
talk
just
about
for a second,
condescending ways.
stop being emotional. Stop being
You are.
emotional. Be calm. All we're saying is, look, if you have a case against Islam, all I want to hear now is your strongest argument
I will not
against
talk to you.
Islam.
I will not talk to you.
Say your strongest argument. We're saying
Say
it.
your
Say your
strongest
strongest
argument
argument.
against Islam. I'm happy to hear it.
I will not talk to you. I will
Do you
say
have an
it.
You are
argument? I
talking
want
to
to
me.
listen.
Look,
Mohammed
you have
Hijab.
the
Talk
look.
to me.
You are
Why don't you
talking
talk
to
to me?
me. Yeah.
Mohammed
You have
Hijab.
to talk. Look, you are talking to me. You have an opportunity now to speak in front of millions of
Mohammed Hijab,
Muslims.
I have made you an offer in which
Listen,
we were
the
Didn't you
offer
say
is
you would love to talk
about
to him just
quiet.
enough?
Look, you have a chance. The floor is yours. The floor is yours. In front of
He
millions
said
of
he said he
people.
would once he
Millions
came
of
on,
people.
Mohammed.
This is your chance. This is your chance. What we're
I
saying is,
have made you one offer
listen,
to do
this is your chance
exactly
in front of
that
millions
which
of
you have
people.
refused.
Listen,
No,
put the offer to the side for now.
this
We're
is not
talking
how
about
we do
something.
this. This is not how
Look,
we do
look,
this.
look,
Apus,
look.
you
Don't
said
be
he would love to
This is
talk
not
to him
how we
when he
do
came
don't be
on. You said
scared.
he
Don't
would
be
love to
scared.
talk
You
to him.
seem jittery. Don't be jittery.
This,
Don't be scared.
I'm not. Shut the hell up. This is not
Okay,
about
calm
being
down,
scared.
calm down. Don't be angry.
Stop being
There's
so
no
damn
need to be
condescending.
emotional.
Take a chill pill,
Just
man.
calm
Stop being
down,
so
calm
damn
down. We're
condescending.
talking normally.
Stop
Look,
being so damn condescending.
You know what I feel like? I'm gonna talk right now. I'm gonna talk.
trying to
No. I'm gonna talk. You know what I feel like? I feel like you're trying to take advantage of me and Slim because we're not knowledgeable. Mohammed Hijab is a friend of ours. He's a friend of ours. He is very educated. He is inspiring. Why are you taking off your headphones? Put your headphones on. Can you hear us?
Let me speak.
All right, speak.
Speak. Please do. Please do.
Let him speak. Listen, here
Let
he
me
said. We
speak.
just said present your strongest
I cannot
argument
hear you.
against
Let me
Islam.
speak.
All right.
we're letting you speak. Go ahead.
Number one, let me speak. Number one, I made an offer to Mohammed Hijab, which was very clear in the very beginning, which was that we are going to have an online debate. That is the fairest discourse that you could possibly.
We're online right
This
now.
is not about having. This is not about this. Look.
Stop. Come on, let him talk. Let him talk. He's using that excuse right now because you keep
what I'm
interrupting.
saying.
All right, listen. You made an offer to debate him,
It was
right?
the fairest
All right,
offer that
you
you
guys
could
are here to
possibly
debate now.
offer in the world.
What's better than
To
that
have an
offer?
actual,
Say it right now.
because you are not letting me talk. Do you see the difference? The difference between a debate would be that I would have 20 minutes to talk. Mohammed Hijab would have 22
Here,
minutes to talk.
you have
would
10
be
minutes to talk right now.
nobody's
Go ahead.
control.
Okay.
Well, listen to
Nobody
you.
could
Well,
interrupt
I'm happy to
anybody.
give you a time.
And we
If you
could
want
talk.
a time, if
And
that's
we
the
could talk.
excuse,
No, I'm
if
not going
that's
to
the
talk about you on
excuse,
your
look, if
platform.
that's the excuse,
Number
I'm
two,
happy to give you a time.
number two, Adam
If
Saleh
that's the
and Slip.
excuse.
I have offered you a very clear choice and said I will come
Look,
to
if you want
you
10 minutes, and I'll be quiet in those 10 minutes,
talk to Ali Dawa and you two
it seems like we're
about
not
our
going
religious
anywhere here.
beliefs. Did I do that or did I not
Look,
do
look,
that?
look. Can I say
Once Mohammed
something?
Hijab
Can I
came in, you
respond?
said
Can
you
I
would love to
respond
talk
to you?
to him.
Can I respond to you?
Mohammed talk.
Yeah, look. All I'm saying is this, right? Putting all of the negotiations aside for the debate. Look, we're here and now. People on your side and my side, they want to hear an engagement. If you want me to be, with all due respect, we don't like each other. That's fine. You can put that to the side. You're here in front of a fresh new audience of Muslim people. All right, we're giving you a chance as someone who is a critic of Islam, a polemic against Islam, to produce your strongest argument against it. Now, what I'm going to say is this: look, I'm happy to stay quiet for as long as you want me to stay quiet. Right now, if you say, look, stay quiet for 5 minutes, stay quiet for 10 minutes, I will be muted for that time, okay? And then I'll have the same time to yeah, I can't see what's going on.
This is so
I don't know what's
childish.
going on here.
What are you doing?
This is so.
I don't know.
You're not.
Yeah, look,
Let's talk about now. Let's talk about now. Let's have our conversation
let's
now.
have the
Yo, should we
conversation
pull up
now.
your tweets? We're gonna pull up your tweets here. You want to pull up tweets? Let's pull up your childish tweets and the stuff.
Look, you're just running away from
You are
being
making
You're
rape
running,
implications
when
about
these
my wife. You are
anti-Muslim
making
attention
rape
or
threats
Islamophobes,
about
you
my
need to get.
wife.
That's not about your wife. It's
You're
just
making
these.
rape
talking about-
implications.
It's not about your
my
wife, and that's aside the point. It doesn't say your wife anywhere there. It says
You are
these.
making rape implications
We are
about my
talking
wife.
about-
and you are
That's nothing to
seriously
do with your wife. That has
and you are
nothing to do with your wife. And it's
seriously
not
expecting
you
rape
would love
there,
to
my
talk to
friend.
Mohammed Hijab.
Look,
said
you have a chance to
Mohammed Hijab,
engage
what
with.
would happen if
Where
I
does it
insulted
say your wife?
sexually?
Where does it say your wife there?
Right here. This is my wife.
No, that doesn't say when these Islamophobes. That's these is a pronoun for what?
What
For a
would happen
woman?
if I insulted your wife?
You can do it. It's freedom of speech. You can do that if you like.
Yeah,
You insult my prophet.
would it be? Is it freedom
No,
of
no,
speech?
it is. You insult my prophet. You eat the Quran. You rip it up. I mean,
How about Ali Dawa telling me that
your wife,
How are you
I
so
should have,
sensitive?
my friend. Your
how about
wife,
Ali Dawa telling me that I should have sex with my 3-year-old son?
your wife
How
is a
about that?
public figure. Your wife is
No,
online on a public.
A public figure by definition is
Look,
somebody
don't give me your
who
definition.
has
She has a public profile.
influence
She's open
where
to
people
criticism. It's
know
freedom
her
of
just
speech.
by her name.
Why is it
My
that
wife
freedom
is
of
not a public
speech is
figure.
only applicable when
That
it's
is not what freedom of speech is about. Freedom
Exactly,
of speech.
exactly.
why can you rip up the Quran? Why can you
and
eat the
Okay.
Quran? But then when we come back, right, and do something against a public figure, which you might find distasteful, you're now panicking and having an anxiety attack.
Mohammed Hijab,
Why has the cat got
you
your
are
tongue now?
an intellectual.
Why has the cat got your
dog.
tongue?
You are an intellectual.
Why
dog.
has
Why are you
the
insulting him?
cat-
Why are you insulting him?
Oh
Why
my
don't you
God.
produce your
Called-
strongest argument against Islam?
you. Are
and
you-
show
are
the
you-
way for it?
If you want to
Are you
engage me
stupid? Are you
intellectually, I'm
stupid? The guy
happy
is
to
sitting
engage
there
you
insulting me. I'm
intellectually.
responding to him.
He's not
scared.
insulting you. He's
Stop
insulting
being
you
scared.
normally.
Look, I'm saying to you, look, if
Mohammed
you
Hijab,
want
you're an
10
intellectual
minutes, I will
dog.
be
Stop
muted.
insulting me.
Listen, look, don't worry about insults. Insults are freedom of speech. That's what you believe.
No, they're not. That's
Yes,
not how it works.
they are freedom of speech.
That is
Yes,
not
they
how
are.
it works.
Look, with all due respect,
You have
yeah,
no
I have
understanding of
four.
philosophy. That is not how freedom of speech
I have
works.
4 degrees to my name.
Yeah,
4.
you don't know anything about
Four.
it. Freedom of speech.
You have
is
any-
not-
Yes,
that
your
is not
name,
what
man.
freedom
And
of speech is.
one of those, by the way, is in political philosophy, which is about freedom of speech.
By bearded
So what are your
Islamists, that's where
degrees?
you got your philosophy
What are your
probably.
degrees? What are your degrees?
It
I've
doesn't
been in
matter to you.
university
It doesn't
for 10
matter to
years.
you.
How long have
You
been in
don't.
college?
It doesn't
You
matter
got,
to you.
man.
Look,
It doesn't matter to you.
you do not
don't have a basic
authority
understanding of
to
freedom
tell
of
me.
speech.
Look, you do
That's
not
what
have
I'm
the
saying.
authority to tell me what you think freedom of speech is.
yes,
I have
yes.
actually written books on liberalism.
I don't care.
How
If
many
you-
books do you
Well,
write?
if you
you
reviewed
contradict-
my professors, when they were peer reviewing them, they didn't tell me that I was wrong about my understandings of freedom of speech.
Okay, can you tell me this then?
Yeah.
According to you, does freedom of speech mean that you can say whatever you want and nobody should get angry about this?
Well, according to liberal philosophers like John Stuart Mill, yeah, in his book on utilitarianism and other books like On Liberty and so on, freedom of speech is only curtailed by the harm principle. And for him, the harm principle entailed physical harm. There were some things that he mentioned in his book that he saw was distasteful, right? So, for example, people having sexual intercourse, he said things that affect the sensibilities of people. So, for example, people having sexual intercourse on the roadsides, John Stuart Mill saw that as something which is unethical. But in terms of me insulting, the freedom to insult is not something which is censored by freedom of speech advocates, including those philosophical founding fathers. Now, my point is this: it's very happy days for you when you come up and rip the Quran and eat it and spit it out. It's freedom of speech. But when hold on. But when I don't, within the scope of the law, because to this day there's no police officer that has contacted me, and believe you me, there is no court injunction against me. All the things that I've said on Twitter are by law, UK law and US law, absolutely within the full scope of the law. And I'm waiting for a court order. I'm waiting for an injunction to prove me otherwise. There's nothing within the spirit or letter of the law, nor within the parameters of freedom of speech as per liberal ethics that stop me from insulting you and your wife, who has a public figure platform, attacking Islam and calling the Prophet of Islam all kinds of names. If you cannot handle the freedom of speech when it comes back at you, do not try and give it to people, a community of people, by spitting out the Quran, laughing at the Quran, and so on and so forth. Because that would imply that you are a person of weakness. You're an individual.
Was that my question?
Yeah. So that answers your question.
Let me respond. Was that my question? Do you really think that was my question?
What's your question? Just repeat it for yourself.
Was that really my question?
What was your question?
My question was, according to your understanding of freedom of speech,
yes,
does freedom of speech mean that you can say whatever you want and no one can be angered about it?
No, not whatever you want. There are laws of libel. There are laws of defamation. There are laws of copyright. There
That's
are
not the point.
Laws. So there are
your freedom of speech. Does freedom of speech, according to you, mean that no one can be angry about it? About what
we're angry about you eating and spitting out the Quran, and you and David.
Of course, you can.
I mean, it doesn't matter. If you don't want to play by the rules, don't do the things that aggravate other communities.
Well, that was not what my question was about, because you are making it look like
we can be angry.
You are making it look like I have no right to be angry and to refuse to talk to you.
Your anger is
you
state of mind. It's got nothing to do with
you want to debate him, though.
Oh my God.
You offered to debate him, and then when you have the
Yeah, but
opportunity to
Mohammed
debate
Hijab
him,
came
get in
up
your
with
face.
Anger
you're
is,
running away.
is irrelevant. Your
Do you
anger
see
is
this? Do you see
your
this?
anger. The truth doesn't care about your anger.
Everybody, do you see this? This is exactly why I'm not wanting to have this conversation.
Why?
I'm
Because
here
intellectual.
I am here trying to give you a response, and you haven't even let me talk.
Go ahead, please.
But come on, man.
And
You never.
you will
The more you're
genuinely.
talking about is
Listen,
responding.
go ahead.
Come on.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. The floor is yours.
Okay, I will include this in my upcoming video about you, Mohammed Hijab. I think you can evade that, but I have a video upcoming about you in which I will
Can you?
demonstrate.
Yo, this is not about Mohammed Hijab. This isn't about Ali Dawah or anybody. I don't know if you're in love with him or something, but this is about you ripping up the Quran and laughing at people eating the Quran and talking about urinating on the Quran on your Twitter. Like,
is this worse? Is this worse than telling people that they should be put to death?
This guy, no, we don't condone any. Look, you're childish.
And you're complaining about insulting, and then you're doing something which is insulting.
Is this worse?
That doesn't hurt us, man.
See that you just being disrespectful.
Worse.
What about the
Doesn't
moral right and wrong? What about right
It
and
doesn't
wrong?
affect us. When
You
you
believe in right and wrong?
sometimes I put the Quran in. I can burn the Quran. I can put it in water.
It's great that it doesn't affect you. It's great. It's fantastic that it doesn't affect you.
What's your point by doing that?
But is this worse?
So
than telling
lame.
people and telling
Honestly,
people that
You're
they
making
should be.
yourself look like a
they
fool
should
right
be
now.
put
You know
to
that,
death.
right?
Look,
This is
Making
your
yourself
defense. This is your defense.
what we're saying is we're not saying that you should be
No.
killed. Let me put that on the record. Let me put that on the record.
You brought it up. I'm responding to
Let
you.
me tell you
Is this
something. Let
worse?
me tell you something.
Is
Let me
this
put
worse than telling people they should be killed.
Well, Apus, listen. I'm telling you right in front of you.
Fuck up. Don't call me Apus, okay?
I can
You-
do whatever I like.
Relax, man.
Answer
Relax.
me a question.
They're triggered.
Answer me a question, Mohammed
I'm
Hijab.
triggered, man.
You have talked enough. I have gave you the time to respond.
Why would
Answer
you
me one question.
7,000 miles away?
Answer me one question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Adam Saleh and Slim Albaher here were not convinced that this is the response. According to Islam,
According
under
to your version of Islam,
an
your
Islamic government,
unqualified understanding of it. Yeah, you're not qualified, are you? Let's be honest. You don't have any training in Islam, do you?
Socially profiled when he